In the 1950s, when we start to use the modern fertilizer in North Carolina, we need to know the best rate of fertilizer to use for our crops. The soil scientists start to work in the field to refine the recommendation and choose the best rate for each field, for each crop. These recommendations had two objectives. The first objective was to put a rate of fertilizer to increase the soil fertility up to the critical level for plants. And the second objective was to put an extra rate of fertilizer to replenish the amount of nutrients exported by the plants after a crop. And this way we can maintain the fertility for the next year, for the next crop. However, when this calibration of recommendations of fertilizer started, we have very low average yields in North Carolina. And today, the average yield in North Carolina is about 35 bushels per acre. However, we have some fields that are producing much more than that, like 60 or 70 bushels per acre. For these high-yielding fields, do you need to apply more fertilizer than the recommended? So, to address these problems, we started a set of trials in North Carolina. We have this year 2 trials, one here in Beaufort County and another one in Union County in the Piedmont. In the next year, we will have 3 more locations across the state. Here in Beaufort County, the average yield for this field is around 55 bushels per acre. And the phosphorus index is 68. The recommendation of fertilizer for these fields is 0 of phosphorus. However, in all these plots we are testing 0, 30, 60 and 90 pounds of P2O5 per acre. Also, in this field, the potassium index is 61 and the recommendation of potash is 30 pounds per acre. However, we are applying 0, 50, 100, 150 and 200 pounds of P2OK per acre. We planted soybeans in the end of May. We are using a variety 4.8 maturity group. The row spacing is 36 inches and you are using 100,000 seeds per acre. And what we are measuring in these plots? We are measuring the phosphorus and potassium in the soil. We are measuring the phosphorus and potassium in the leaves at flowering. We are measuring the total uptake of phosphorus and potassium in the beginning of maturity. And we are measuring the yield and the exports of phosphorus and potassium in the end, with the grain in the end of the season. Here we have 2 plots. In this side we have a plot with 90 pounds of P2O5 per acre, and in this side we have a plot with 0 of phosphorus. And you can see the difference in growth. Here are the plants with phosphorus, and this side the plants without phosphorus. We hope in the end of the season to see the difference between these and other treatments in these trials. Stay tuned, because in the end of the season we will be back to show you the results of these plots. We would like to thank the North Carolina Soybean Producers Association. They are sponsoring these trials across the state, and also we would like to thank the farmers that are hosting our trials in their farms.